Hi, Brian Landheis here. A few weeks ago, Renee and Jeff showed you some basics about the new road safety system that Allina Health EMS is rolling out to help us all drive more safely. In this next video, we're going to expand on that and give you some tips on a few basic features of this system. So what do you guys think? Can a sequel actually be better than the original?
As emergency medical responders, we care about the patients we serve and the people we work with.
It's our duty to take vehicle safety very seriously, and that's why Allina Health EMS has invested in the road safety system.
The last thing any of us wants is to be involved in a crash.
Across the nation, ambulance crashes occur with alarming frequency. They take the lives of patients, pedestrians, the occupants of other vehicles, and our fellow EMS responders. They cause injury, they end careers, they take response vehicles out of service and cost a lot of money. Sometimes litigation can go on for years, and crashes seriously damage the public's trust in EMS. A lot of us are still new to road safety, so let's quickly recap how the system helps us all drive more safely. As you drive, the system automatically monitors the G-forces you're putting on the vehicle. As the G-forces increase, the system produces a series of clicks to let you know you're getting close to the point where you should back off. If you're putting too much G-force on the vehicle, either by accelerating too hard, braking too hard, or turning too hard, you'll hear a tone saying you've gone over the limit for safety and a smooth ride. There's also a high alert tone that says you're way over the limit. You definitely want to avoid that whenever you can. The system also monitors things like speed and seatbelt use, and the tones work the same way. Remember, the clicks are just a gentle reminder that you're getting close to an actual alert. You do get used to them, and I've even talked with people who say it's already helping them drive more smoothly and safely as they are learning the system. So that's the recap. Now Jeff and I are going to show you 3 fantastic new features in the Allina Health EMS Road Safety Program. Jeff, I promise not to make you ride on a backboard while I practice high G-force driving again.
Renee, you have no idea how glad I am to hear you say that. The 3 new features we'd like to talk about are the driver ID fob, the spotter buttons, and the recognition program.
In addition to giving us real-time feedback as we drive, the road safety system gives us each a report of how we're doing overall.
It's pretty simple. The higher low tones you may hear while driving are counts, and they'll decrease your score. The fewer counts you get, the higher your score will be. To make that work, the system has to know who's driving. So everyone has been issued a personal electronic driver ID fob. Here's mine. It's really easy to use. Every time you turn the ignition on, you'll hear a series of low tones to remind you to fob in. Hold the fob over the sensor for a second or so, and the system will recognize you as the driver of the vehicle at that time until the ignition is turned completely off. It's essential that you fob in prior to driving so your good driving gets credited to you.
Sounds pretty straightforward, Jeff. Now, a disproportionate number of our crashes occur while backing. When working with a partner, Allina Health EMS policy states you must use a spotter, except when providing care to critically ill patients. Hey Jeff, you want to show them where the spotter switches are?
Absolutely. There are 2 spotter switches that can be depressed when the vehicle gets shifted into reverse and you begin backing up. The first is located over here on the driver's side rear of the vehicle. Pressing that button once the vehicle has been shifted. So a first responder can do this for you once you've shown them what it's all about. Not just a matter of hitting the button, we also want them to actively monitor the area in the back of the ambulance to ensure that everything remains safe. The other switch is mounted inside the patient compartment toward the rear doors. In this vehicle, and in most vehicles actually, it's up here in the ceiling above the bar. So if you're in the back with a patient, you're also able to hit that button from there and watch through the back windows if there's no outside spotter available.
When you put the ambulance in reverse, you'll hear a tone to remind you that a spotter has to be in place in order to ensure it's safe for you to back up. Ready, Jeff?
Go ahead, Renee. Remember, the spotter switch is there just to let you know that the spotter is in position. It's not letting you know it's clear to begin backing up.
It's a good idea to show your first responders the location of the spotter switch and how it works for those times when they spot for you at a scene.
When you're in the back of the ambulance with a patient and there isn't a spotter available to you outside, you begin to back in.
What is that?
Basically what we've got in the vehicle is just this safety system that allows us to operate in a safe manner. When we go to back up, we need to make sure it's clear out there. So I'm going to hit the button in the ceiling, and that's going to silence that. And I'm just going to take a look out in the back here to make sure that everything remains clear as we back up. Go ahead, Renee.
Back up. And now, let's talk about the recognition program. Starting in February, each of us will be earning a monthly driving score of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best. It's calculated based on the miles you drive and the number of low and high tones you get. More miles and fewer tones equals a higher score. And remember, high tones hurt your score more than low tones, and most importantly, the clicks don't count.
So watch for details coming soon about the Road Safety Recognition Program. You'll have the chance to earn gift cards, special uniform citation bars, and other rewards. But most important, you'll be helping fulfill the commitment we all share, to look out for each other's safety and for the safety of our public.
Well, that's about it for now. If you have any questions on the road safety program or you encounter any problems, we want to hear about it. Please use the special road safety email address we've set up for the fastest reply. We do value your feedback. That's a wrap.
Woohoo!
Good job, guys.
Nice. Good
job.
work.
You know, one more thing. Now you guys have heard me say that driving this system as I grew up in EMS, I've actually taken those lessons and applied them to my driving in my own personal vehicle. That's true, I've done exactly that. By paying attention to the feedback that comes from the road safety system, I've become a better and safer driver.
Sorry, Dad.
I avoid jackrabbit starts, I brake softer, and I turn smoothly, even in my own car. And when you're hauling around a crew like this one, that's really important.